Hello, I'm Tom Spencer.
I'm Paul Cook, and we're the Professionals.
And you're watching Loudwire.
Hey everyone, Graham from Loudwire here with the Professionals, Paul Cook, Tom Spencer. Thank you so much. What in the world is a new record? And it's about time we got a new one from you guys. It's been about 36 years, technically, since the last record was made.
35.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, I mean, why is now the right time to finally give the world some new Professionals?
It worked out just because the guys, the original Professionals, apart from Steve Jones, who lives in Los Angeles, we all live in London, pretty close to each other. And we kind of hooked up. We see each other over the years, and we just started hooking up and said, why don't we just go and have a jam and have fun, see what it sounds like, just for the hell of it. And we done that, and you know, I hadn't listened to that Professionals album for such a long time, and we started playing the songs again, and I thought, you know, these aren't bad songs, they sound pretty good, it sounds pretty good.
Well, you've got so many guests on this record. It's almost like an all-star band, people contributing here and here. Duff McKagan is on 2 songs, Hats Off and Monkeys. How did you get him into the fold?
I've known Duff for a long time, and he was a big punk fan as well, as you probably know, a big punk fan, as they all were. You know, Mick Jones, Billy Duffy, and Phil Collin even. He's, you know, he likes his punk music, and they all readily agreed to do it, which was fantastic.
Because in the studio, I could have just piled on extra guitars, but you just needed someone else. You know, the Professionals were a 4-piece, and that's the same ingredients now.
Yeah.
Different way of thinking from another angle. People are so close to the songs, could be written them.
To get different feels in different songs too.
Yeah. I mean, I love playing just basic Steve Jones-ish guitar, you know, just hitting the thing hard and making big noise, but I can whittle sometimes, but I didn't want to on this really. Well, I play a couple of widdly bits, don't I? He tells me off if I start shredding. No, if I start going a little.
So Phil Collin, you know, it is interesting that he is such a punk fan, because listening to a band like Def Leppard, you wouldn't think that at all.
You would never believe it.
Right, it's like they're like the antithesis of Pistols or Professionals. So, and he's on 3 songs on this one.
Yeah.
He's on Let Go, Rewind, and Monkeys. So, I mean, what kind of feel did he put on this record? Because his guitar style is pretty unique.
Yeah, he's good enough to play any style.
Yeah, he played some great lead stuff on there. I mean, it's not like a big jam out, mad guitar solos that go on forever. It's really short and sweet. And I was in a band with Phil. We made a couple of albums a few years ago called Man Rays. That was a connection there. It's going back 10 years now. And we made a couple of cool albums, but it never materialised because he was always on the road with Def Leppard still. Sure. And so that was a connection there. And he's got a place in London just around the corner from me, so we've become good friends. And so he was an obvious guy to ask as well to play a bit of guitar.
I've got to learn these bits live though. That's going to take some practice. Yeah.
Mick Jones is on one song, Extremadura.
It's a province in Spain.
Okay.
Yeah, I wrote the song just through driving through Spain.
Okay.
And I heard this story about all these pilgrims who used to walk to this holy place in the north of Spain, and it was all about a pilgrimage and finding yourself and all heavy stuff like that.
Wow. Well, that's cool having 2, you know, early punk giants, of course, him with The Clash, come together. Is there a brotherhood there that you guys both share that's unique?
Well, I'm good friends with The Clash, yeah. I mean, the whole punk movement, everyone thinks it was all buddies together going out and drinking and all that. So it wasn't really like that. It was all pretty competitive, really. Back in the day,
sure.
You know, it was all. There's
so many amazing bands.
Who's the best band? It was. Yeah, but now when we meet up with all those the guys who are in band, there is an affinity with everyone. Yeah. It's like war stories. We were there.
Exactly. Yeah, who got jumped the most times?
We made it through.
Yeah, exactly. And one of the songs, Going, Going, Gone, is a tribute both to Lemmy Kilmister and David Bowie. So was this written, because they both passed away very close to each other, was this written soon after that happened?
Yeah, it was just at the time really, when we were writing that song. And it's not just, I mean, it is about them, but it's also about the situation we got at the moment with so many people and in the rock world who are dying one after the other, it seems like, you know, and there is a story behind that, though, which Tom will gladly tell you about, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Steve Jones famously stole David Bowie's equipment from out the back of Hammersmith Odeon. In between the two last Ziggy Stardust shows, he broke in with a van, dragged out the guitars, and a couple of years later, I was working at Hammersmith Odeon as a kid, as an usher, and the Motorhead tour came into town, the Bomber tour. The big Lancaster Bomber lighting rig that comes down.
Cool.
Oh, it's amazing, but someone nicked it out the back. Right, out of that. It wasn't.
How do you nick a big Lancaster?
Well, I don't know, but every mobile disco in the area was all bits of that sold off. Obviously, I don't know. But I mean, to me, it linked up Bowie and Lemmy, and it linked up me and Steve Jones to a degree. So it seemed a nice lyrical way to tell a story.
Yeah. And I didn't realize this until today, but the first Motorhead record and the first Sex Pistols record both came out the same year. So were the two bands aware of each other?
Oh yeah, for sure. Lemmy was always a feature around the pubs in London. Everyone knew Lemmy, you know.
From Hawkwind? And
yeah, from around West London again, which is the area we all come from.
Yeah.
It's like, well, loads of bands come from around there. We did, the Pistols, the Clash are from there, and like you say, Hawkwind, and there was loads of other bands come from West London. And yeah, Lemmy, after he left Hawkwind or was booted out, I mean, he was a big punk fan, Lemmy. I think you can tell that they was great. What they created a new style of metal as well, you know, with the speed, the punky metal stuff, you know, and so there was an affinity there. Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for sitting down with me. I appreciate it so much. The Professionals, everybody. What in the World, coming out October 27th. Pick up that record
on the End Records.
We'll be right back.